Well, it's Bible reading time, Hebrews chapter 12, and it begins with therefore. And what do we do when we see a therefore? We ask, hey, what's that therefore? So we go back to the chapter 11. We'll begin at 32. And what more shall I say? For time would fail me to tell about Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, David, and Samuel, and all the prophets who through faith conquered kingdoms, accomplished justice, obtained what was promised, shut the mouths of lions, extinguished the effectiveness of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, were made strong from weakness, became mighty in battle, put to flight enemy battle lines. Women received back their dead by resurrection, but others were tortured, not accepting release, in order that they might gain a better resurrection. And others experienced mocking, flogging, and in addition bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawed in two, they died by murder with a sword, they wandered about in sheepskins, in goatskins, impoverished, afflicted, mistreated, of whom the world was not worthy of these folks at all, wandering about on deserts and mountains and in caves and holes in the ground, and although they all were approved through their faith, they did not receive what was promised, because God had provided something better for us, so that they would not be made perfect without us. Therefore, since we also have such a great cloud of witnesses surrounding us, putting aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us, let us run with patient endurance a race that's been set before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the originator and perfecter of faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, disregarding the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. For consider the one who endured such hostility by sinners against himself, so that you will not grow weary in your souls and give up. Keep on keeping on. You have not yet resisted to the point of shedding your blood as you struggle against sin. And have you completely forgotten the exhortation which instructs you as sons? My son, don't make light of the Lord's discipline, or give up when you're corrected by him. For the Lord disciplines the one whom he loves, and punishes every son whom he accepts, and daughter. Endure it for discipline. God is dealing with you as sons and daughters. For what son or daughter is there whom a father does not discipline? But if you are without discipline, in which all legitimate sons have become participants, then you are illegitimate and not his children, not sons or daughters. Furthermore, we have had our earthly fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them. Will we not much rather subject ourselves to the Father of spirits and live? They disciplined us for a few days, according to what seemed appropriate to them. But he does so for our benefit, in order that we can have a share in his holiness. Now all discipline seems for the moment not to be joyful, but painful. But later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness for those who are trained by it. Therefore, and we heard the reason why the therefore is there. So strengthen your slackened hands, your weakened knees. Make straight paths for your feet, so that what is lame will not be dislocated, but rather be healed. Be in good shape so you can run. Pursue peace with everyone, and holiness, without which no one will see the Lord. Take care that no one falls short of the grace of God, that no one growing up like a root of bitterness causes trouble, and by it many become defiled. That no one be a sexually immoral or totally worldly person like Esau. Esau, for one meal, he traded his own birthright. For you know that also afterwards, when he wanted to inherit the blessing, he was rejected, because he did not find an occasion for repentance. Although he sought it with tears, he didn't get it. For you have not come to something that can be touched, and to a burning fire, and to darkness, and to gloom, and to the whirlwind, and to the noise of the trumpet, and to the sound of words, with those who heard begged them not another word be spoken to them. For they couldn't endure what was commanded. If even an animal touches a mountain, it must be stoned. And the spectacle was so terrifying that Moses said, I am terrified and trembling. That man, he was even terrified. But you've come to Mount Zion, and to the city of the living God, to the heavenly Jerusalem, the celestial city, and to tens of thousands of angels, to the festal gathering and assembly of the firstborn who are enrolled in heaven, and to God, the judge of all, and to the spirits of righteous people made perfect. There's so much waiting for us. And to Jesus, the mediator of a new covenant, and to the sprinkled blood that speaks better than Abel's does. So watch out that you don't refuse the one who's speaking. For if those didn't escape when they refused the one who warned them on earth, much less will we escape. If we reject the one who warns from heaven, whose voice shook the earth at that time, but now he has promised, saying, yet once more, I will shake not only the earth, but also heaven. Now the phrase, yet once more, indicates the removal of what is shaken, namely things that have been created, in order that the things that are not shaken may remain. Therefore, since we are receiving an unshakable kingdom, let us be thankful, through which let us serve God acceptably, with awe, with reverence, for indeed our God is a consuming fire. Pilgrim, there's so much wonderful in there, so much wonderful for us. God bless. See you later with a devotion. God bless.